Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Another major health threat, this one in Toledo, Ohio, where everybody in the entire city has been told not to drink the water.
Ohio's governor declaring a state of emergency.
Did you know that the average person uses about 80 to 100 gallons of water at home every single day? If there's a water emergency, will you be prepared?
Panicked residents forming long lines throughout the day.
We're here at a supermarket in Toledo. You can see the shelves empty where water once was.
To stay safe and healthy during a crisis, you must have access to safe, clean water. Water which will not be available at your local grocery store.
There's a mad dash on right now to stock up on supplies.
The ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system is a must-have for every modern, independently minded household. Protect your family's safety during an emergency. Go to InfoWarsStore.com today to purchase your ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system or call 1-888-253-3139. The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges. Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with Super Male or Super Female Vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. Supercharge and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put two and two together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor just won't quit.
Used since before the days of the Roman Empire to support the body's natural systems and enhance overall health. Introducing the new InfoWarsLife.com oil of oregano formulation, a highly advanced nutraceutical form of this key herb that has been traditionally used by civilizations for thousands of years to promote health. We have now procured the most high quality and potent forms of oregano oil on the market, sourced from top leading manufacturers to ensure a concentrated level of bioactive ingredients. Extracted directly from the wild herb and sealed in easy-to-use capsules, you will no longer need to endure the burning of liquid oregano on the tongue. Wild crafted from the Mediterranean oregano species that experts agree is one of the most powerful and most challenging to acquire. This winter season, it's more important than ever to secure this true form of oil of oregano. Now available in our limited first run at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.
Rallying patriots worldwide in defense of human liberty. It's Alex Jones.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. I'm your host, Alex Jones, dedicated American to our constitutional republic. Here is the headlines that are coming up. Conspiracy groups question USA Southcom mission in Texas. And boy, you talk about a disinfo piece. It's much worse than Stars and Stripes the day before. There are more than, let's not exaggerate, 20 major publications right now attacking us just on this front with disinformation, because they need to win the war to condition the troops, number one, the police, number two, the people, number three, the legislatures, number four, that this is all normal. This is the incremental rollout. That's coming up. This is a huge story. It's on DrudgeReport.com. Feds urge banks to call cops on customers who withdraw $5,000 or more or on cash intensifies. Then UN warns world could have 40% water shortfall by 2030. That's their new fear-mongering. But they don't discuss this. Another month of record cold, but reasons to be optimistic as more snowstorms hit from Chicago to New York. Our laws, not Sharia. Female mayor tells unhappy Muslims, respect them, obey them, embrace them. The city's Muslim activists weren't happy. We've got video of that coming up in the next hour. And again, I'm not Islamophobic, but I am against radical Islam, and I don't like foreigners coming here and telling me, a libertarian constitutionalist, a real liberal, in the Thomas Jefferson vein, how to live. I'm tolerant, but you do not tell me how to live. And they got mad and said they want Sharia law. So see, this is smart of the city council. They're showing, no, this isn't made up that people want Sharia law. There's really a push and people setting up their own courts. And, you know, I'm sorry. My daughters aren't going to wear hoods on their heads. And I'm going to do whatever I want. And nobody, not the government or some Islamicist or some politically correct. See, I don't like politically correct either, with their own henpecking, you know, religion of talk like we talk, do what we do. No, no, I am not your slave. You do not control my mind. Got it? I'm an American. I'm into freedom. I'm into private property and my family and prosperity and 700 horsepower cars. That's what I'm into. Freedom, the Second Amendment, not being a slave. Excuse me, I'm ranting. I'm just getting sick of it. And this huge article I mentioned, robots to replace almost half of jobs over the next 20 years. Former head of Apple comes out and says the future of AI is scary and very bad for people. That all ties together. 12,000 more illegal kids already over the border in the last month. Apple soon to be a $1 trillion company. Report Israel spied on Iran nuke negotiations. Monsanto hit with fine for genetically contaminating wheat supply. Rand Paul, I'm the only Republican that beats Hillary Clinton. I agree. That's why he's better than Cruz, is he's more libertarian than Cruz that attracts more liberals that aren't actually criminals. So, and that's what major polls have shown for a long time. We first reported on that a few years ago. Rand Paul's picking up on that. But before I go any further, with the anatomy of a PSYOP, with former Staff Sergeant Joe Biggs here today, I want to just briefly tell you about our new product, one of many high-quality organic products of the highest concentrations at InfoWarsLife.com. That's Winter Sun. And if you guys give me a document cam shot, I'll show folks here. It's Ultra Vitamin D3, premium quality dietary supplement. You need this year-round, but especially in the fall, winter, and spring. And it is just a basic building block. This comes from lichen. So it's much more absorbable. According to the research Dr. Group and others have done, Winter Sun is a premium quality vitamin D3 nutritional supplement. It's liquid. It's never been heated. It's processed by extracting oil from healthy nutrient-based plants known as lichens. It is unprecedented, ladies and gentlemen. Winter Sun. Winter Sun now available at InfoWarsLife.com. And we only got a certain amount in on the first run. And we don't do this as a gimmick to sell stuff, even though saying stuff selling out that is a sales tactic used. We actually don't know how good a product will do when it's in first run. So we used to sell out of the Nascent Iodine for 2-3 months. We'd sell out of Super Melt for 2-3 months. We were sold out for 4 months of DNA Force. I thought this would take 2-3 weeks to sell out. It could be sold out by next Sunday. So if you want to try this out, it'll be about 3 to 6 weeks till we get more, just like we've been sold out now as Super Female for weeks. If you want to get Winter Sun, it's available at InfoWarsLife.com. And regardless, you're supporting the broadcast. But this is basically a hormone. They call it vitamin D3, but it's one of the basic building blocks of the body. Most people are deficient. Most people don't absorb as much of it out of things like mushrooms and other things. Most folks get the synthetic, cheap vitamin D2, does nothing, according to the research we've seen. This is true, organic D3. InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139, 888-253-3139. And I want to thank you all for your support. Please also tell folks about our local AM and FM affiliates, support local sponsors, or become a sponsor of the local station you're listening to. Now, shifting gears. We're going to cover this for the balance of the hour, not because it's Infowars.com in the news. Infowars.com and my reporters and our reports and yours truly are effectively being attacked 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day by national TV and by print. We can't even keep track of local papers and other talk show hosts attacking us. We're not crying about that. We love it. We're on a seek and destroy mission, to use military terminology from Vietnam, to find the globalists, to find their lies and engage them. We have the truth. We have Americana. We have common sense. We're ready. We are doing the right thing, standing up for basic freedom. So we're the good guys. We have nothing to hide. The enemy is constantly the globalists that have hijacked our country, that, again, on CNBC admit they have. I mean, this is all over the news. We're going into secret treaties right now, 33 secret points. 1 point was leaked last year by WikiLeaks, total end of internet freedom. You notice they just did the power grab with the FCC to get in line with the treaty that Congress can't even see. Just like the head of the FCC said, I'm not even going to meet with Congress. I mean, they're announcing they're going to arrest you for pulling any cash out of the bank, $5,000. They're announcing they're getting ready to take your kids' education funds. I mean, it's so much tyranny. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10, that it's moving so fast. It is moving at warp speed. And then we get sent by one of our sources, I'll leave it at that, hey, this is hidden behind a firewall, but it's unclassified. They're supposed to be releasing this. A little bird just put it on Scribs, the big document site. So that's a trick. When something's supposed to be declassified, they'll still hide it. So now for 4 or 5 days, they've had the different publications, Stars and Stripes, military.com, and others going, we don't know if the document's real, but these conspiracy theorists, claim that we want to take over Texas and Utah this summer and martial law. We're not going to have martial law this summer.
You notice how they don't deny the operation, though, whatsoever? They just keep trying to, move the attention away from the fact that that's going on and just keep throwing out the conspiracy term and keep attacking us. So it takes people's attention off of the fact that there is a mission going to happen, just like it says in the documents. They're not denying it.
And then you got contacted by one of your friends that you served with, saying, shut up, it's a psyop, get none of your business.
Yeah.
And then I have the Washington Post, U.S. repeals propaganda ban, spreads government-made news. I want to get your take on this, Joe, but giving people background here. They're now in Army Times today saying the headline on InfoWars reads, Feds preparing to invade Texas, lists state as hostile. State site founder Alex Jones said in a taped segment that it's likely preparation for military actions to follow an imminent financial collapse on the end of Barack Obama's presidential term. In another segment on the site, they try to act like we're confused. No, we're throwing out different options here, different scenarios. Joe Biggs, cited as a veteran of Afghanistan and Iraq, you've been in the Army Times many times. I mean, they know, loading munitions, said the exercises would prepare troops to throw citizens in FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Camps, citing as evidence the military's desire to train in environments similar to where they'll fight. Well, they say in the document, to win our hearts and minds. Then they go on, but if you read the whole article, they call us conspiracy theorists. They say, oh, it's for overseas. Well, obviously it has dual uses, but they never debate the stacks of articles that we show in our video on Infowars.com that's red-linked right now that I shot last night. Army and MSM launched disinfo PSYOP against the American people. We show more than 40 news articles and Rand Corporation and Pentagon documents admitting the main missions, conservatives, libertarians, gun owners, and Tea Party, every chance they get during an emergency, they're gun confiscating, to get to see if the military will do it. And so it's not that we're against the military, we're against them being put in this position. And Joe, the reason we know about this is because the military has been leaking the info before it was even declassified because they don't like being given this unconstitutional training. So there's a battle, not just for the hearts and minds of the people to go along with this, but the military. You've got a joint command of the Navy, the Air Force, and the Army, and the Marines, all 4 groups, the Marines under the Navy, with the sailors and soldiers of the Army, training clearly for logistics and to condition the public for military operations domestically. This is happening everywhere, and they admit in the Rand Corporation documents that we cite that it's part of a societal, quote, evolution towards the acceptance of a national police force administered by Northcom. So Northcom really runs it, but Southcom is going to coordinate it. Joe, it's outrageous. So as a veteran, and as somebody that's been on the inside of this, what is your breakdown on what's currently happening?
Well, like you said earlier in the broadcast, Alex, we are over the target. They are shooting at us on all fronts now because we have essentially hit a nerve. You know, I expect way more attacks to come. I'm expecting way more attacks on my own service and what I've done. I'm sure they're going to be coming out in different articles saying this and that. But like you said, it's clearly out there. My record of what I've done is out there for people to